Welcome to the today's session. Myself, Lokesh BM, Selection Gate Lecturer, DSCG Government Polytechnic Chikmagalur. Today, I am going to explain the estimation of heating circuit. In the last session, we have discussed about estimating and costing of lighting circuit. So in this session, we are going to discuss about heating circuit. Now, this is the wiring diagram of the heating circuit. So we have 2 points in the heating circuit. One is at the bathroom and the other point is in the kitchen. So almost we have to fix the socket points in a suitable points in the bath and kitchen and in a economical manner. Now in this circuit, this long dotted lines represents the heating circuit wiring diagram. There are two circuits, main circuits, one for the lighting and the other for the heating circuit. Small dotted lines represents lighting circuit and long dotted lines represents heating circuit. Both emerges from distribution board. There is a separate control for lighting circuit as well as heating circuit. So MCBs are there in the DB distribution board. So here we have separate control for lighting as well as heating circuit. Now we have calculations like this, number of points. So as I shown you, the one point is at bathroom and the other point is at kitchen. Total 2 points we have. Now connected load. So one point is having 1500 watt and the other is having 2500 watt as in the problem, given problem. So total connected load becomes 2500 watt. 2500 watt. Now we have to calculate the subcircuits. The connected load, we know the connected load. So subcircuits can be calculated by dividing the connected load by 3000 watts. This is because each heating subcircuit can have maximum of 3000 watts or 2 points. Heating circuit can have maximum of 3000 watts or 2 points. Now we have 2 points. Okay, we can take one subcircuit. Now according to load, we have calculated here subcircuit equals load by 3000. Connected load is 2500 divided by 3000. It gives approximately one subcircuit. So we can have only one subcircuit for the heating circuit. So now we have to calculate, after calculating the subcircuit, if we get two subcircuits, we have to calculate the load current in each subcircuit. Now we have only one subcircuit, so load current is equal to power divided by voltage. Power is 2500, voltage 230 volts, we get 10.869 ampere. So this is the current, load current in the heating circuit. So we have to choose the size of cable for the heating circuit for this much of load current. for 10.869 ampere. Now we have to take factor of safety is equal to 2. Taking factor of safety is 2. Now load current becomes, we have to multiply this load current by 2. We get 21.72 ampere. 21.72 amps. Now for this load current, we have to select the cable. We have to select the cable. So as in the table, the 4 square mm, it can carry about 28 ampere, 27 or 28 ampere. So we can select 4 square mm single core copper conductor PVC insulated cable for the heating circuit. For both phase, neutral, all those things, we can select 4 square mm cable. And we usually run 3 cables in a pipe. So 4 square mm cable, the size of pipe required to run 4 square mm cable, 3 numbers of 4 square mm cable is 3/4 inch dia PVC pipe. 3/4 inch dia PVC pipe, or we can go for 1 inch dia pipe. Now we have selected the size of cable and size of pipe. Then we have to specify the rating of MCB used at the distribution board for the heating circuit. Now rating of MCB can be calculated by taking factor of safety of 1.5. This I have shown. This I have shown in the table in the previous session. Now, so load current becomes 10.86 into factor of safety. So 1.5, you'll get 16.29 ampere. This is for selecting MCB for the heating circuit. So after taking 1.5 as factor of safety, the load current becomes 16.29 ampere. Now we can select 16 ampere to 50 volts grade MCB. So 0.29 is nothing. So we can go for 16 amps to 50 volts MCB for in the heating circuit in the distribution board. Now we will move to next slide. So here we have a circuit wiring diagram. Now we have to calculate this length and this length. Whatever we can see here, we see here in the wiring diagram, this gives you the horizontal run. From the distribution board, it runs directly to SB1H. Now I have mentioned here SB1H, that means the switchboard 1 in heating circuit. Switchboard 1 in heating circuit, and here from there it runs to SB2H. This is the switchboard, second switchboard in the heating circuit. Okay, now we have to calculate the length of pipe from DB to these points. Now horizontal run. Horizontal run is see here from DB to SB1H. It is about 5.5 meter. 5.5 meter. If you draw this layout for the scale, you can just measure and you can convert this to scale. You will get directly this. But I have written approximate values. So it may be 5.5 meter from DB to SB1H is, DB to this wall. DB to this wall it is 5.5, and from here to here it is from DB to SB1 it is 5.5. From SB1 to SB2 it is 2.5. Is it clear? From distribution board to SB1H it is 5.5 meter, and SB1H to SB2H it is 2.5 meter, because this distance is 2 meter. So there is a slope, it is 2.5 meter. So total it becomes 8 meter. Now vertical run. So this you cannot see in the diagram. We have to imagine in the diagram. Yeah. So at DB, it is 1 meter. It is written here 1 meter. So vertical run DB is fixed at a height of 2 meter. From there, it runs 1 meter vertically to the ceiling. So that is 1 meter. And SB at SB1H, switchboard 1 is fixed at a height of 1.5 meter. So from ceiling, it is 1.5 meter. So total 3 meter. The height of ceiling is 3 meter. From SB1 is fixed at a height of 1.5 meter from the ground level. So remaining length up to ceiling is 1.5 meter. So 1.5 meter at SB1. So this is the vertical run. From switchboard to ceiling 1.5 meter. And same thing happens at the SB2 in the kitchen. So it is also 1.5 meter. It runs in the ceiling and it comes down to SB2. From ceiling to SB2, it is 1.5 meter. So total it is, when you add these numbers, you'll get 4 meter. So what is the total length of pipe now? This horizontal run is 8 meter, and vertical run is 4 meter, total 12 meter. Total it becomes 12 meter. Now we have to allow some extra length of pipe for cutting and joints and for wall crossing. So in the diagram we cannot see the thickness of the wall here. It is about 9 inch wall. So here it is crossing 9 inch. For that, and when you cut the pipes at the middle and when you join, the sum of length of pipe will be wasted here. So for that wastage and for wall crossing, we have taken 10% of this length. For 12 meter, we have taken 10%. So we get 1.2 meter. So 10% is for cutting and joints and for wall crossing. So now add this 12 meter and 1.2 meter, we get 13.2 meter. We get 13.2 meter. Now it is a fraction, so we have made it a round figure. We get 13.2 meter. I have made it round figure 14 meter. Now the length of pipe required is 14 meter. So when we know the length of pipe, we can calculate the length of cable. We can calculate the length of cable. So it is given by the formula length of pipe into 3 approximate value. We get the approximate value, not exactly. So now length of pipe is 14 meter. into 3, we get 42 meter. So the cable required is 4 square mm single core copper conductor cable. So required is about 42 meter. Exactly, you can buy this much, or you can approximately you can buy 50 meter. So this is how we can calculate the length of pipe and length of cable. Next session, we have to list the materials. We have to list the materials here. Just by seeing diagram in the wiring diagram, we can select here. We have the first one is 3/4 inch dia, 2 mm thick PVC pipe. So already we have calculated this as 14 meter. And these are the accessories used for the PVC pipe. So these are the serial number 2, 3, 4 are the accessories used for PVC pipe. Now PVC bends for 3/4 inch dia. So I have taken 4 numbers. See here we have at dB 1 number. We have to use 1 number bend, PVC bend. It goes to from wall to ceiling and it takes turn. So there we have to use a bend, PVC bend. And then it runs in the ceiling. From this point, it has to take turn to switchboard, second one, and one more outgoing line, third one, and it runs here, it goes down, fourth one. So PVC bends, 4 numbers are required. Now PVC collars, 5 numbers. So I have taken approximate values. So exactly you cannot get values here. By seeing diagram, you cannot judge. So approximately 5 numbers may be required. So PVC junction boxes. So here also you may need junction box at this point. So I have taken one extra. Wherever it is required, there it can be used. So at this point and at this point, we can use junction boxes. So I have taken 2. So actually 1 number is required. I have taken 2 numbers. Now cable. So according to calculation, we get 4 square mm single core copper conductor cable. It is a 42 meter. Now MCB, we can write 15 or 16 ampere. So MCB 16 amps to 50 volt single pole. This is at the distribution board to control the heating circuit. Separate switch for heating circuit. Now SP switches 15 ampere. So there are 2 points to control 2 sockets. So we should have 2 switches to control socket points. So SP switch 15 ampere or 16 ampere to 50 volts flush type switches. So we need 2 numbers. Wall plug sockets, again same thing, at SB1 and SB2 we need 2 sockets, 2 numbers. Next one, Teakwood board. 9th one, Teakwood board of size 250 by 200 by 45 mm. So for SB1 and SB2, you just observe the size here. So we need to fix one switch and one socket. So this much size is required for accommodating one switch and one socket. So we need two number of switchboards. So number of Hylam plate. The Hylam plate is the plate used to fix on the switchboard. So this is the area of the switchboard. 250 by 200 is the area of the switchboard. So we have used two number of switchboards. So Hylam plate of this size required are two numbers. Now 40 mm dia GI pipe for earthing. 40 mm dia, it is 3 mm. I have not mentioned here. It is 3 mm thick. 40 mm dia, 3 mm thick GI pipe for earthing is 1.5 meter. 40 mm dia, 3 mm thick GI pipe for earthing, it is 1.5 meter, and 8 SWGI wire for earth connection. So we need about 10 meter. So the weight of 8 SWGI wire may be about 1 kg for 10 meter. So 1 kg of 8 SWGI wire can be used for earth connection. That means from point to the earth, solid mass of earth. So this wire is used to connect from socket to this GI pipe fixed at outside of the house in the solid mass of earth. So we need this wire and J hooks. These are required to fix the pipe, PVC pipe on the wall. So grooves are made on the wall. I have shown the diagram in the first session. So how the concealed conduit wiring system is, the grooves are made on the wall, then the pipes are fixed in the grooves, and then it will be fixed with the help of J hooks. So length of pipe is it is about 14 meter, so 10 numbers J hooks may be required. So this is the list of materials used for heating circuit. So 13 numbers are there. For lighting circuit, it should be more than 20 numbers, 20, 21, 22, like this. Now for heating circuit, it should be greater than 10. So I have made 13 number of items here. Now we will move to next slide. We have multiple choice questions here. So first one is dash amps 250 volts is the rating of circuit used for heating point. The heating point alli use ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಾಕೆಟ್ ದ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು, ಇದು 5 ಆಂಪಿಯರ್ ಇರುತ್ತಾ, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇವು 5 ಆಂಪಿಯರ್ ಇರುತ್ತಾ, 10 ಇರುತ್ತಾ, 15 ಇರುತ್ತಾ, 20 ಇರುತ್ತಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು. So what is the value? Is it 5 amps, 10 amps, 15 amps, 20 amps? The answer is 15 ampere. C, 15 ampere. So this is the heating circuit For the lighting circuit, we use 5 ampere, but for the heating circuit, it is 15 ampere. The second question is, current rating of MCB used for 10 amps load is. Current rating of MCB used for 10 amps load is 10 ampere. This is the example of this problem itself. We have 10 ampere load in the heating circuit. So MCB used for this is the dash. Options are 5, 10, 15, 20 ampere. Now we have given the values, say factor of safety values for calculating load current for the switches, MCB, fuse cutouts, like that. Now the factor of safety for MCB is 1.5. Now we have to multiply 10 ampere by 1.5, we get 15 ampere. So now the load current, the new load current becomes, after taking factor of safety, the new load current becomes 15 ampere. So we have to select the MCB here. Which one do you select? Okay, the answer is 15 ampere. So 10 ampere load ಇದೆ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ 10 ampere ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದರ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೇಫ್ಟಿ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತಾ 1.5 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ 15 ampere ಬರುತ್ತೆ. We have to select 15 ampere MCB for carrying 10 ampere load. So this, I think this completes this session. So these are the reference books. Electrical Installation, Estimating and Costing by J.B. Gupta. Wiring Estimating and Costing by S.L. Gupta, G.C. Garg. Electrical Estimating, Specification and Costing by M. Raghunath Rao. General Specification for Internal Work Part I-2013. So, and you can go through the simple books like Shivaga Naik and Talwar. You can refer that. And one more book is there, Gangadhar Rao. So these are the team members. Okay, thank you.